My name's Boyd Hunter, and the company is called One Stop Tint.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're in Sydney, Australia. Next month's 11 years.
Oh wow. How did
Yeah.
you get started with it?
Just born in the industry. Dad had a tint shop. They'd cut out shapes and we'd tint them when we were 6 and 7. So it was always going to happen. Eh? I tried to fight it, but yeah. And actually, like in high school, I wanted to be a tinner. Like in I guess year 9 for us, like second, third year of high school, we have careers. You have to choose what you want and study it. And I would say, oh, I want to be a tinner, and the teacher's like, that's not a job. So I went home, like I was upset, and I said, Mum, the teacher told me tinning isn't a job, but you know, what do you guys do? You know, our final year of high school, and I guess we're having a bit of a crisis talk and lecturing, like, what are you going to do with your life? And my brother was quite intellectual, and I was there for a good time, not for a long time. Then, what are you going to do? And I said, oh, me and a couple of mates, we want to go to America and just like live in LA, and we'll just go to the gym, go to the beach, work in a bar. And he said, you're tinning. I said, okay, all that. And then obviously it was my father's business, so everyone used to, you know, take things out on me and just give me heaps of garbage and go vacuum my car, and like it's, I guess, what, 110 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I'd go weed the car park and wash the cars. And I guess 9 months later, we were just out one night, just the tinners, we all went out, we're having a few drinks, and they're like, you know what, Boyd, you're a good bloke. And I'm like, okay. They said, no, you're cool, like, we've been trying to make you break and quit, but you won't. I said, nah, it's cool. I said, you guys don't affect me, you know what I mean? They're like, how come? I said, hey, like, I know one day that I'm going to be your boss. And I said, and just think about what's going to happen. And they're just like, oh crap. It's mostly, at the minute, the high volume is auto, but we're trying to switch to grow the flat glass side of it, you know.
Is there a lot of business right now? I mean, are people aware of the fact that they can tint their
I think it's a lot about education, and like that's the main problem, I think, around the world, is the education of it. So we always, every time we tint a car, we put in our brochure, think something about flat glass business cards. So, you know, we're trying to promote it, you know, one step at a time. But I think that's the way it's going. Like in Australia, there's been a few rebates for like, you know, home installation, like roofing installation and stuff. That's just come out. So you know, within the next 5 years, I reckon they might do something like that with tinning. You know, you've got different laws in different states. In Australia, it's pretty much like 35% VLT around. There's some states, like there's 2 states that it has to be lighter. It's not really policed. A lot of it is when you go to re-register your car, they do the check. I think now, like a lot of the cars, you know, have the privacy glass, which the VLT is like 18%. Yeah, well, we're starting to see them come to Australia now, so I think it's a little bit more lenient now, where you can put like 35 on the doors, and in the back section you can sort of do whatever.
Okay.
But the main thing they're concerned about is the front 2 wind-ups. Yeah, but I mean, not many people get done. Usually it's if they've got a hotted up car or something like that, but then that they get 20 tickets, you know what I mean? It's not just a window tint.
Is there a job that you're most proud of?
It's probably like, we do a lot of charity work, so it's not actually enjoyable tinting the car because it's for free, but yeah, you know, just probably seeing, like, there's a couple that we've done where they don't have the money to tint a car, you know. There was like this old couple that they didn't really have any money, so for them it was just like, oh my God, I got my car tinted for free. So it's probably good that, I mean, the best part was that they won it. It wasn't someone that brings in Mercedes and says, you know, oh yeah, tint my car, you know, like, yeah, just stuff like that, you know what I mean?